Hello and welcome to today's lesson. My name is Martin Motnik, and today I'm going to teach you how to play the song Wonderwall by the English band Oasis. This song was released in 1995. It's been in the top 10 in 13 different countries. And this song was originally written in the key of F sharp minor, but the guitarist Noel Gallagher, who also wrote the song, he had a capo on the second fret on his guitar, so he plays just regular open chords and just everything is shifted up by 2 frets. So we're gonna teach it, or we're gonna learn it today in E minor, but if you want to play along with the original recording, all you'll have to do is just put a capo on the second fret and then just move everything up 2 frets, play the same way, and it's gonna sound just like the record. Okay, let's get started. There's 2 things that are interesting in this song. First of all, the chords, which are based on the G major chord that we've learned in, I think it was lesson 26. And it was all based on the G major chord and revolving around leaving the pinky and the ring finger where they are on the E string and the B string. If you remember that. So that's the concept of this song. This is what basically all the chords in this song are based on. And the second thing that's interesting about this song is the strumming pattern. It's a little bit unusual because the chords, some of the chords don't change on the one, they change on the one and. But we're gonna go over that, we're gonna do everything piece by piece, and by the end you'll know exactly how the song goes. All right, the song starts with an E minor 7 chord, which is open E string, index finger 2nd fret A string, middle finger 2nd fret D string, open G string, ring finger 3rd fret B string, and pinky on the 3rd fret of the high E string. And as I said, those 2 just stay there. So that's the first chord. The second chord is the G major chord. So you take your index finger stays where it is, and you move your middle finger to the 3rd fret of the E string. So only this one moves. The next chord is a D sus4. So pinky and ring finger stay the same, stay just where they are. And you play open D string and your index finger on the 2nd fret of the G string. So those 3 chords we have already learned before. And the 4th chord, now that's a new one, but it also is based on the same concept, is an A7 sus4. A7 sus4, meaning you play an open A string, then the 2nd fret on the D string, 2nd fret on the G string, and then ring finger and pinky again, B string 3rd fret, E string 3rd fret. So those are the 4 chords. Do it one more time. E minor 7, G major, a D sus4, and A7 sus4. Okay, let's play those 4 chords just with 4 down strums on each beat, 1 chord per bar. All right, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, these are basically the chords in the verse. There's a little turnaround, but before we do look at that, now let's look at the strum pattern that we're using. And the strum pattern goes like this. The first bar, you play 4 down strums on the downbeats on the 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you play an upbeat on the an up strum on the upbeat on the 4 and. So it goes like. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and. So let's play this together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. The next bar is you play a down strum on the 1, then an up strum on the 1 and, then a down strum on the 2, a down strum on the 3, a down strum on the 4, and an up strum on the 4 and. And the interesting thing here is that the chord change does not happen on the 1, but on the 1 and. So it goes like. So let's play this slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then in the next bar, the chord change again does not happen on the 1, but on the 1 and. So the strumming pattern here is the same as in the second chord. So it's a down strum on the 1, an up strum on the 1 and, a down strum on the 2, down strum on the 3, down strum on the 4, and then an up strum on the 4 and. And the chord change from the G major to the D sus4 happens on the 1 and. So it sounds like this. So let's do it together. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the last bar is again a little bit different, since it does not start on the 1, but it starts with the up strum on the 1 and. So you change, the chord change comes with your first strum on the 1 and, but with the up strum, which is that A7 sus4. So it goes up strum on the 1 and, up strum on the 2 and then a down strum on the 3, an up strum on the 3 and, a down strum on the 4, and an up strum on the 4 and. So it's going to be a little bit unusual to count, but this is how it goes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you put those 4 parts together, then this is how it goes. Let's play it nice and slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Think you can play along? Let's do this together. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4. So when you play this faster, then we're gonna get closer to how the original song goes. So let's speed this up a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and this is the strumming pattern, so you got that down. If you want, you can stop the video for a second and practice that. So the chords that we just played, they come 3 times in that order. And then the 4th time, when we are on the A7 sus4, it goes to the C add 9. If you remember, it was we looked at that before as well. So again, pinky and ring finger stay where they are. Your middle finger goes to the 3rd fret on the A string, and the index finger and the 2nd fret on the D string, the open G string, and those two stay where they are. That's how it sounds. Then it goes to again to the D sus4, and then back to the A7 sus4. So the C add 9 is for 1 bar, the D sus4 for 1 bar, and then the A7 sus4 for 2 bars. So, but the strumming pattern is the same, so it goes like this. Wanna play this together? 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, and if you play those 4 lines, the 4 parts together, you have the verse to the song. Okay, so that's the verse to the song. And now we're gonna look at the bridge. The strumming pattern stays the same, so we don't have to look at that anymore at all. We have that down. So the chords in the bridge, or in the pre-chorus, are C9, which we already had for 1 bar, then the D sus4, and then E minor 7 for 2 bars. And those chords come twice, so it's gonna sound like this. And then it goes on, it goes back to the C add 9, and then the D sus4 again. But then it goes back to G major. Then comes the chord that we had before as well. It was the D sus4 over F sharp, meaning you play the D sus4, but you're gonna have to put your middle finger on the 2nd fret on the G string, because you'll need your index finger to put it on the 2nd fret of the low E string, because that's gonna be the bass note. That's that F sharp, that's gonna be in the bass. So it goes like over to the E minor 7. So those changes happen a little fast. So you're gonna have to practice this a little bit. And then we go to the A minor 7 sus4. We stay on that for 4 bars. And play this together, to it slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. And then we gotta have to look at the chorus. And the chorus starts with a C add 9. And then followed by E minor 7. And then it's a G major chord. And then back to E minor 7. So this is how it goes back and forth. And the strum pattern is gonna be the same again. Let's play this together, just really slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let it ring. And then it goes back into the verse, pre-chorus, chorus, and those are the parts for Wonderwall. My name is Martin Motnik. Hope you had fun with this song. Keep on practicing, as always. Practice, 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 and see you next time with another wonderful song.